Welcome to my free beginner's guide on how to start your very own print-on-demand Etsy shop with Gelato. And a big shout out to Gelato for sponsoring today's video. If you didn't already know or you're new here, I have my very own Etsy shop in which I create print-on-demand products for. I love doing it, and at this point my shop is profitable. I have 10 items that I've sold altogether, 8 overall orders, and $221 so far in revenue. Now I've had tons of comments requesting this video that I'm making today. I can tell you that this video has been several weeks in the making. Here's an overall look at the steps we're going to be covering in this complete beginner's guide. Step number 1 is going to be opening up your very own Etsy seller account. Step number 2 is going to be how to connect your Etsy shop to your chosen print-on-demand platform. For this video, we're going to be using Gelato print-on-demand platform. Step number 3 is going to be how to start creating those designs for your print-on-demand items. You can use Canva for this, or you can also use Gelato for this. I'm going to show you how to do both. Step number 4 is going to kind of cover how, after you've created your design, how to put it on your product, how to then go in and upload it into your Etsy shop. So that's going to cover things such as writing your titles, your descriptions, tags, things to that nature. And lastly, step number 5, we're going to be going over how to do keyword research on Etsy. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so for step number 1, you're going to want to go over here to Etsy.com. This is the home page. If you simply scroll down to the bottom of the page, you're going to see here where it says start selling. All you have to do is select that option, and it's going to take you through steps that are necessary in order to start selling on Etsy. Now, me personally, I would give myself about 20 minutes to complete this step just to ensure I've set up everything properly. You're also going to set up your finance part during this section of signing up with Etsy, so make sure that you give it time, create a nice looking profile. For this, I also recommend using free Canva to create the home page look of your shop. So you're going to have to do an image, and you're also going to have to do a shop banner. So make sure you have that profile picture and shop banner looking nice, and you can utilize free Canva for that. Now, next after that, you're going to move into creating that account for the print-on-demand platform. Me personally, I have switched completely over to Gelato, but one of the main reasons is because Gelato is the world's largest print-on-demand network or platform. Gelato has over 140 print partners in 32 countries, so they truly are a global service. And I know on this channel, I have a very wide variety of audience from all over the world. Also, they partner with some of the world's leading brands to ensure top quality products. And trust me, since I've been doing this, when you get an order, you want to make sure that you're sending high quality products to your customers, okay? For customer satisfaction, that's going to be a really important component. And that's another reason why I chose Gelato, because they have high quality products. So in order to get started with Gelato, you can do so by clicking my link in the description box down below. That is going to take you to the homepage of Gelato to sign up. It's also completely free to sign up and use Gelato. You only pay for what you sell with the Etsy shop, so you don't have to worry about making a payment with Gelato, anything like that. It's free to get started. You're going to want to sign up with the same email that you created your Etsy shop with. Then once you've done that, in order to connect your shop, you're just going to want to go here on the left to stores and connect your Etsy shop. And then as you can see here, once you click into Etsy, it's gonna redirect you to link your shop with the email that you input. And then within a few minutes, they're actually directly linked. And now you're ready to begin creating and listing those products. Okay, now let's get into step number 3. I wanna show you how you can create designs for your products with Gelato first. So in Gelato, you're just gonna go over to the stores tab. There you're going to see your connected store, and then select add product. You're going to be able to select multiple products or single products. You can do whatever one you choose. For this, I'm going to select single products, and then you're going to be able to see the wide variety of products here on the left to choose from. They have the men's, women's. You can also see all of these high quality brands that they offer. And another one of the reasons I love Gelato is the high quality embroidery options. Okay, so I'm going to select that option, and then I'm going to place it on a sweater. But before we do that, I want to show you the other types of items they have. So all of them here are on the left side to choose from, depending on what kind of shop you want to have. They do have a large selection of items that you can choose from. Now that I'm into the product that I've selected, and I've selected the embroidery option, here are the options to add a design onto the product. For the design, they have options like text, shapes, Shutterstock images, and stickers. So the first thing I did was select that embroidery because I think embroidery is really high quality. It looks really nice. For this, I'm going to show you that high quality embroidery. And then for this example, I'm going to use the stickers down here. As you can see, there's like different ones to choose from. I like the cats and dogs one, and I like this cat. I'm just going to select that one, put it on the sweater, and then kind of just move it around to the exact position that I want it on the sweater. You can do so here just like that. I'm scaling it back and forth, and then I'm going to just add text here on the left, and I'm going to add in the text cat mom, and I'm just choosing a different font here. You can also change the color as well. And then it's done. You can scale it onto the sweater however you want it to be. And then you can see how it switches to that embroidery. So you can see how nice the embroidery looks. And then you can also add things onto the sleeve when you do the embroidery option. So for this, I'm going to add a little cat to the right sleeve. I think that's really cute. I also want to point out the color options for your shirt or sweater. So lots of great color options here on the left. And what you're going to want to do is select all of the colors you want to add into your shop from this option. And then as you can see, as I'm selecting, each option is popping up here on the right. Okay, and then so the next step is going to be to select continue to mockups. And as you can see, they give you the option to choose your main image for the color of the sweatshirt that you're gonna want. So you can go down, you can select main image, change the image for that main image that's gonna show in your shop. And then next you're gonna select continue to details. So for the title section of the listing, I like to go back to Etsy here and find a really similar listing with a similar item and look at the title of the item that's doing and performing quite well. All I do then is just copy that title and paste it back here into my title. Now I do read through the title. If anything is not fitting for my item or my product listing, I'm going to remove that, so I'm going to pay attention to the title. I'm going to make sure that it fits my product. But if it's a well-performing title, I'm going to use that. And then for the description portion or item details, Gelato's gonna automatically fill in those necessary item details. You don't really have to worry too much. But if you do want to add anything here, you can. You're just gonna add what you want. Here I'm just gonna be adding that's a Gildan 18,000 sweatshirt because I did take that out of the title, but I do want people to know that about the sweater. Next, you can add tags. You can also check these couple of options here at the bottom if you want, and then go ahead and the next thing you're going to do is select the pricing. Now in this section, you can do whatever it is that you want to do for your shop and your shop pricing. Pay attention here up on the left. I like to always check, for me, free shipping because it does look good on the profile to offer free shipping. But again, that's completely up to you. And then I do like to look at other listings to see the current pricing that these sweaters or items are selling for. Just pay attention. This is going to give you a better idea of what price range your products will need to be in to be competitive on the market. And then you can see on the right, they're adjusting. After you're finished with the pricing, all you have to do is select continue to review and then publish the item in the shop. And here's that item in my shop. Now, if you want to do a graphic in Canva, here's where I'm going to show you how to do that. It's also super easy to do. And before I do that, let me first go over here to Etsy to show you how I look for a high selling design on Etsy to get ideas or inspiration for my own products. So what I typically do is go to Etsy and just search in the search bar for the item I'm gonna look to offer in my shop, maybe that I have an idea for. So for this example, I'm gonna be looking at everyday mom sweaters. I'm gonna scroll down here. I'm seeing this sweater that I like. I like the font. I like it's very pretty, chic. It has a lot of sales, and I know the design is something that I feel like I can replicate in Canva. I'm just gonna go back to Canva here in a new design, and the first thing I'm gonna look for is the floral. So over here on the left under elements, I'm just typing in floral, and then under the graphics you can see all the designs. There's many to choose from, but I'm just gonna choose this one. It looks near identical to the one in Etsy. And then I'm gonna change the color to like a really pale pink or white. I'm then gonna go and use text and put these words, mama. I can scale it how large I want it to be. And then I can go in and add that word underneath mama. Now I do want to point out that you cannot just add one graphic and go from there. Now Canva will not allow you to download it if you just take a graphic directly from their elements, slap one graphic and go. You have to at least add changing color or add a little sparkle to the eye or something to that nature. You can't just do one graphic and go. So just be aware of that if you're trying to download one graphic and it won't let you. That's why you kind of have to make it unique to you in some form or fashion. But after that, all you have to do is go up on the top right, select share, then download. Make sure you select transparent background because you don't want a white background on your stuff. You want to make sure that it's transparent. And now you have your design in your computer. You can just go back to Gelato. Once you're into your product, instead of designing there, all you're going to simply go under is drop your design here. Just select choose file, my device, depending on where the file is, and then upload your image. And then once you have that image on your product, you're going to see it turn into embroidery if you've selected that, or if it's just direct to garment, it'll just appear how it'll appear. You can scale it to where you want it, and then from there, you're just going to follow the steps as before. So as you can see, Canva is a really nice option as well to get a large variety of different designs to put on your products. Now, the last step I want to go over, and I feel is a very important step that sometimes gets overlooked a lot. I want to share a really awesome resource here for doing keyword research for your products. So this blog article here on Gelato has been really helpful for me. I'm going to place a link for it directly in the description box down below if you want to check it out. But essentially this article here discusses why Etsy keyword research is important, successful strategies for doing that keyword research, and then also it provides top Etsy keyword research tools that you can then go in and download and use. So all of them are available right now. And then a couple things also that I want to go over that a lot of times don't get mentioned and that I find are really important are to make managing your orders and your print on demand shop easier. I do suggest going here and downloading the Gelato app. You can do so by clicking this QR code, or I'll also try to have it linked in the description box down below if I'm able to, but also downloading the Etsy seller app. That's going to be really great because these are going to make it really easy when you have an order come through. I'm going to kind of show you what a notification will look like on your phone that I've gotten whenever you have the Gelato app. So this notification is going to pop up on your phone. It's going to make it easier for you to know you have an order that you need to go in and approve. Yes, that's right. You are going to need to go in and approve the item so that it can ship to the customer. The very last thing I want to mention here is when you go in to approve the order, you are going to need to pay for the order. Once the order ships, Etsy pays you. So when you're setting up your Etsy seller account, that's one of the steps, is putting in payment information so that they can also pay you. And then in the Gelato, I want to show you how to set up your payment method. To make it easier for you for Gelato on the main dashboard of your account, you're going to want to go up here to the right. First, you want to update your currency. So select currency, update that to where you are in the world. Then go back over here to billing, and here is where you're going to want to add a new billing card, or as you can see, I've already added mine, but you can add a new for when a customer places an order. So make sure you set that up so that you can have a really smooth process when you start receiving those orders. Okay, that completes all of my beginner guide steps for getting started with opening up your very own print-on-demand Etsy shop with Gelato. I also really encourage you guys to try out Gelato for free. You're also going to get 50% off your first product order if you make it within the first 3 days of creating that account. You can do so again by clicking the link in my description box. If after watching this video you find you have any questions, as always, please drop it in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to try my best to get back to you all when you comment and you have questions for me. Thank you guys so much always for your support, and I do look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Bye-bye.